No gimmicks in our lifestyle. No gimmicks in our lifestyle. No gimmicks in our lifestyle. Everything we live in.
Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Dirty O. Welcome to the No Gimmicks podcast, sponsored by Hip Hop Weekly Radio. I got my co-host Plus 3K with me.
Fire.
I got my co-host on Citizen God with me.
Peace.
Yo, today we got my boy in the building, man.
Yeah.
My nigga Stretches in the building, man.
What's good?
Chilling, man.
No gimmicks.
Yeah, COO, right? At Hip Hop Weekly, right?
COO,
Yeah. So, that's what's up right here,
So
man.
it's the guy.
Yeah, I mean, this is all tied in together, so it's dope to have you here, man. So, how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm great, man. I'm happy to be here, man. I love what y'all doing. The whole setup is lovely. You know,
Yeah, man. We appreciate that, man. Yeah, word. Yo, COVID been like a real hot topic around the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of discussing it. Like, you know what I mean? But it do come up. It's hard to really ignore it. You know what I'm saying? During a conversation we had, you know what I'm saying? You made a statement that it actually leveled the playing fields.
Mm-hmm.
Explain what you mean by that.
Yeah, in terms of Hip Hop Weekly, you know, and you fully aware of this, we basically had to rebrand. So, you know, we had to start from basically the beginning, from the ground back up. So we went away from what they were doing before with the tabloid material, the gossip material, like on the Shade Room and neighborhood talk. We wanted to concentrate more on stuff around the actual culture itself, substance, you know what I'm saying? People who make it move business-wise, people who doing good in the community, you know, just people who come home from jail, turn their life around, you know, stuff like we trying to build up the culture, not take away from the culture.
Like celebrate the culture.
Yeah, we wanted to celebrate the culture.
How much of a risk do you think that was? Because, you know, you see World Star, you see Shade Room, you know, TMZ, the stuff that cover, you know, the dirty, the bad news, so to speak. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a crazy risk. Like, I mean, we still building. You know, we just now getting to a certain level, and I think, like you said, COVID kind of leveled that up for us because social media, everything is fad. You know, what's happening right now, what's happening right now.
Right.
You know, if it's a hot topic, if it's gossip, it's, you know, everybody going running to the shade, everybody running to talk, and those are the ones who get big advertising because that's what people run to.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So advertisers don't really want to spend no money with somebody who's trying to celebrate culture or put some positive energy out there. You know, it's kind of opposite, unfortunately. So
Right.
it's a struggle. You know, we still struggling with it, but you know, the real always come to the forefront regardless. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
a fact.
Like it might take a little longer, but let's go get to where
I feel
it
like
gotta
that
go.
shit's been happening more though. Like what you said, the real, especially with what Buffalo got going, like some real shit is like people sick of that. You know what I'm like? It's
Gimmicks.
It's no gimmick.
No gimmick.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Let's
Yeah.
stick to the script.
Yeah.
You know, that's why
That's
we
a
here.
fact.
Let's stick to the script. Yeah, it's tough though, but it's you gotta have patience. Like patience is a must because I be looking like, man, I want to post this so bad, or I want to do this, I want to cover this, and like nah. Like even the 6ix9ine situation, I told all the writers like we ain't even touching that. We don't give him no airplay.
Damn, as hot as that topic
whatsoever.
was.
Yeah, like I was like we don't want to celebrate nothing about that. You know, with nothing. Don't even mention his name. Like we had to remove a couple. Like take this off.
But that's super respectful though. That's super respectful of your platform, you know what I mean?
Man, you know, we had to. I felt like I owed that. You know, let's not talk about 6ix9ine. Let's talk about Bobby or Rowdy. You know, somebody who went and held it down. If you go celebrate that element,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like let's go the other end
right,
with that.
right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
I don't want to even give them folks that energy. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So
Some stand up niggas.
So, yeah,
Get them they love.
yeah, some you know people who went in integrity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's missing. You know that's
It's
missing.
missing, man. Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
hopefully people start recognizing that. You know, we ain't on that other time, and you know it'll get back to where we need to go and further. You know what I'm saying?
It's just crazy that a virus is something that makes shit like that happen. Like, because this podcast happened because of COVID too. So it's just, you know, it really was like a weird but positive, negative. I don't even know how to feel about that shit. Yo, long before Hip Hop Weekly, you know what I'm saying? He was party promoting, managing, right? You know what I'm saying? How long would you say you took on both of these roles? Like, when did that start?
Man, I did my first party. I was a senior in high school at the talent show at the Resource Center.
Sold that bitch out.
Sold it out.
I know you sold
I
that
had to
bitch
be
out.
there.
Yeah.
I'm sure I was there.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
His senior year?
my senior year,
I don't know if you was there.
yeah. I'm old.
What year is that?
I was 96.
You was
Nah.
not
I was not
Yeah.
there.
there. Not there.
I was at those parties though.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
So that's
fact.
fire.
So it started at the
It started at
resource.
the resource center. Yep. Rest in peace, Chill Will. Like, rest in
Right.
peace,
Rest in
Greg
peace
Moore.
to Chill Will
Yeah, like,
and Greg
My
Moore.
nigga
Yes.
Rico, man.
Yes.
Yeah, Greg Moore, that's my
Yeah,
uncle, man.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. They did the Chill did the music. Greg bought the speakers. You know, I'm like, yo, I want to do this. And they gave me the pointers. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
I put it together, and they, oh man, I can do this.
Yo, can I ask you just on some local shit? Who won? Who won that joint?
Jason Godwin.
Ooh, rest in
R.I.P.,
peace.
right?
Rest
Yeah,
in peace,
R.I.P.
Jason
Yeah,
Godwin.
yeah.
Rest in peace,
R.I.P.,
Herb,
man.
Jason Godwin.
Damn.
I recorded
Yeah.
one of the last songs I think he made. Man. He
Yeah.
came to
Okay.
School's house and recorded. Man. Damn, rest in peace,
Yeah.
Jason.
Deanna, I did it for boys, and Deanna White won the girl.
Deanna Wade, right? Shout out to
Shout out
Deanna.
to
She,
Deanna.
I see she back neutral black
Neutral,
with
yeah.
the falls
Yeah,
gear,
yeah.
that whole movement. So she actually killed the verse on the song. I see. So
Damn, that's dope.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah.
throwbacks right there too,
Yeah.
my
That's
man.
crazy. Yeah, Jason
Fire.
Godwin. That's
Word.
He can't. I was like, oh, he's blowing. Yeah, I remember that like yesterday. But.
So now, was it something like that talent show that inspired you to say, okay, let me grab me some artists?
Yeah, the artist was a way because I had actually I had an artist before then.
Oh, okay.
But it was a way for me to showcase the artist.
Oh, right.
on the talent show.
Give me some
And I remember
artists.
they got mad because they cussed me. I mean, Al cussed me. Yo, we supposed to win. I said, I can't let y'all win because y'all family. Like, we was supposed to let it win.
Oh, you wanted to rig.
He wanted to win. Yeah, he wanted us to
he
fix
wanted
the
to
fight.
rig.
Yeah, he was
As he
fighting.
should.
Word. I ain't mad at you, Al.
I was
I ain't
like,
mad
no,
at you.
I can't believe you.
L had the blowout too.
Yeah, he had the
Serious
blowout.
blowout,
Yeah,
son.
yeah.
That shit was like video game blowout, son.
That's
That's a
a fact.
fact.
He had the blowout. But
You
yeah,
wanted to win.
they was
Yeah.
already, they was already walking around rapping and stuff like that. And,
Oh, okay.
So
They was individual.
it was individuals. I think Rudy, Eric, and Al was hanging together, and E. But Al was kind of on both because he was all over there with y'all too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was kind of all over the place, but it was a way that I know he was doing that, and I know he was starting to get involved in the streets too.
Right.
So at that time, he was rapping, and I think my baby mother was singing at the time.
Right.
And then I'm like, well, let me do something. And that was one of the things I always wanted to do. And this goes back, even before, actually at the same time, Ernie, my Uncle Ronnie, Ernie father, you know what I'm saying? He used to do shows at the Turtle, Big Daddy Kane, and,
Brought him out back
Vince
then.
Martin,
Shout out
yeah.
Ron, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Ron, man. That's my
and
guy.
that-
man.
I went to them at like 7, 8. I'm like, yo, I knew this is what I wanted to do some way.
Right.
I just didn't know how I was gonna do it. And
That's crazy.
that's what motivated me. I'm like, yo, I can't sing, I can't rap, I can't dance, I can't do none of that. So,
Take advantage of the people that do.
and that's what got it going. I'm like, let's go. So,
Nasty. What did nasty stand for again?
What is it? Niggas above average styles testing yours.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
above average styles testing yours.
Yeah, man. Now that's Roots. Shout out to Rudy.
Yeah, that's Rudy. Al,
Moose.
Moose,
Lips.
Lips.
Came later.
Yeah, he claimed he started and he went and did his 4-year bid. He came home and he said, that he started this. So, we gotta give him that because actually he was rapping with them before I came home.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and then
E. Rest in peace,
Rest in
E.
peace,
Man.
yeah.
One of the
Rest in
nicest
peace, E.
niggas, man.
Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy, man.
Yo,
Rest up.
yo,
We worked
Yo,
together.
one of the nicest rappers, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
And
that's a fact.
that's my stepbrother. A lot of people don't really know that. That's
Oh, word, I didn't know
my
that.
stepbrother.
Oh, wow, I never knew that.
Grew up in the same house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that would touch.
And Reese, free Reese,
And
free L
Reese,
too.
Yeah, free Al. So
Word. Damn, that was the group though.
that was
Yeah, I remember the flyers and shit. I was
Yeah.
little. I was a little younger.
Yeah, you was
Just
little-
like a year or two,
But you was
man.
always there though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was always there.
I was soaking the game up
Yeah.
early too, man. Word.
Yeah.
So
That's-
boys been at music for a minute.
Yeah, they had hot to
Yeah.
death. Yeah, On Point.
Yeah.
On Point Enterprise came about,
Yeah.
and then man.
Yeah. And we came first. I want to put that out there. I know we.
Oh, yeah. Nah, that's a
I
fact.
think we was talking. Somebody put something on Facebook, like
I seen it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
Like, let me let this know because it was always a big. It was never no real issue. Where everybody's like, oh, I could death this. I'm like, yo, we got a label too. I used to get tight back then. Like, we got a label
Yeah, it
too.
was all love.
Yeah, but it was, it was all love. And then,
Word.
I think Roxanne came. Like, well, y'all came, and then Roxanne came.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was always love though, man.
They was always undetermined about the kind of love they gave us because we was more street than rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was rapping. Twan was straight freestyle, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to encourage everybody to keep the rap shit going, but niggas was out here reckless. Niggas was out here too reckless. We was fighting in Monte Carlo at the parties where we should have been rapping.
Yeah, I remember y'all coming in like, you know, everybody had on white tees, 18th Street.
Yeah.
And the tees. I'm like, yo, just please.
It used to get ugly.
Yeah, Monte Carlo used to get ugly.
Come on, man. My man Dirty was pit, nigga was pit fighting.
And they came 20, 30 deep.
Niggas not lying, man. It was really like that,
Came
man.
20, 30 deep. You know, I knew it was, but it was always respect. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
they already knew. You know, it was always respect.
Yeah, we didn't never really bring the energy to
Nah,
fight.
right.
We had that riled up energy in case some shit went down,
Yeah,
but
right.
like we usually became part of the problem.
Right.
But man, them days was crazy,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Shout out to On Point, shout out to Nasty, man. Shout out to the whole wave from which I did for Niagara Falls. Like
Right.
for people that don't know, like Stretch played a big part in what Niagara Falls is. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to the music scene, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people got to give you them flowers whether they know it or not,
Man,
man.
I appreciate that, man.
Right.
You know,
So to see you taking what you did for Niagara Falls, man,
Yeah.
and now I see you and you get the chance to do that same thing in the industry, man. That's even more
It's
fire.
crazy.
Man.
Like my man Horace, he not from here. But like I am, me and Dirty is, and like I ain't like no groupie nigga, but I always knew who you was. I always knew your position and where you sit. You know what I'm saying? And the weight your name hold. You know what I
I
mean? Like,
appreciate that, man.
and it's just a blessing to be sitting here. You know what I mean? I'm just soaking shit up because I never, you know, I'm not gonna run out.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I mean?
but you know, like I pay attention and your name always come up. So
Right.
I always respected your flow.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? I know I never really sat down and chopped it with you.
Right.
Like, yo, this kid right here nasty. Like,
Yeah.
his flow sick.
You
Like,
witty.
And and like
Witty
the
as
wordplay and everything. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
But so, you know, props to you too.
This is dope. Yeah.
You knew I was gonna be on some shit when we did that mixtape. That nigga, I was like, yeah, alright, this nigga think he about to fuck
There's a couple moments where I went home like, yo, next time I go back, man, niggas better have some
That's that
shit.
competitive
Yeah.
spirit, though, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
that's what's missing in like in the music right now. You know, like
That's a fact.
like yo, sharpen each other's skills. Like, you know, yo, I'm a Dirty coming, so I gotta come. You know,
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Yeah.
Horace coming, I gotta.
That was the mind. That was the
Yeah.
mind state, bro. That was the mind state.
Yeah, a few times Bless hit me up and he was like, yo, Dirty, man, fuck that, man. Like, you was getting crazy. So, nigga, you making me go hard. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Yeah,
Made a lot of sense, though, man.
that's a fact, man. That's a fact.
Yo, so, with the group, man, like, how was it, like, managing that many people?
That was rough, man, because
They all had egos. Or not ego.
yeah, well, no, he was chill.
He was humble.
Yeah, he was humble, he was chill, and he was like, he started going to college, he was working, he was
Yeah.
doing everything all at
Yeah.
one time,
Right,
man.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was, I always respect, I always told E, like, you the little brother, but I always looked up to how he moved, you know what I'm saying? Like, he always held himself to a certain criteria, you know what I'm saying? He ain't never let nobody bring him out of character, you know what I mean? He always kept it even kill. So he was always cool. Like, you know, he was like the one to keep everything chill. But, you know, Al was, you know, he was in and out streets. You know, Rudy was doing a little something.
Yeah.
Same thing with, you know,
Sound
Recent
like
Rain. So
Wu-Tang.
yeah, it was
It was a good group of
Yeah.
them, man.
Yeah.
It was a large group of them, man. A real large group of them.
Yeah, and, you know, then we brought in, because they was around, then I said, you know, I had read his book about starting a label, so that's when I started On Point Entertainment. Well, it was On Point Productions, then I switched to On Point Entertainment.
Right.
And then we did the whole label thing. And from that point, we brought in Shooter, we brought in Tommy, and Little Andy, and who else was
Andy
there?
from New York?
Yeah.
Oh, word, I didn't know that.
We called him Little G. At the
Lil
time,
G.
he was going to Little G.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
I know Lil G.
Then who else we
Shout out to Little. That's little people that be with Bronx Boy. You gotta know Andy.
Mhm.
Little short black dude. He would look about
Oh,
Bronx
my
Boy.
son.
Yeah, Lil G. Come on.
Hold on, man. Yeah, G.
Yeah.
I forget his fucking name is
Yeah.
Andy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
That's what he talking
my
about.
son. Yeah.
Like Slow.
Yeah, that's my son. He was rapping. I
never knew that.
Yeah, I got to. Well, I don't gotta know me, but yeah. Him and Tommy was a group. You know.
Oh
what I'm
my
Oh,
God.
Tommy,
Nigga,
Tom T.
you
Tom T.
said-
Yeah.
They was
Tommy Guns.
Tommy
Yeah.
Guns, yeah.
I be seeing TT was nice too.
Yeah, and then we had Duran came in.
Yeah.
Indiana came
Yeah.
in last minute.
Deron Bell.
Yeah.
My nigga Foreign Durant, he did the movie and shit with the Love and Hip Hop
I
girl, one
heard
of them
about
girls.
that. Yeah, I ain't see it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, Kylie Red, I think.
Yo,
Somebody like that.
He was like the first nigga I seen around and shoot like renting spots and shooting videos and them.
Durant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Durant.
Like around here for doing that, he was like, yeah, like
See, Durant kept me sharp, yo. E, man, I'm telling you, man, rest man.
He was nice.
Them
I
niggas
literally,
smart, bro. They smart.
I'm a quiet nigga, but like I literally took that man passing kind of like more than I thought I was gonna, man. Cause I was like, yo, E used to pop up, man. And he like, Dirty, I know you got some shit. Yo, one time, right? One time he came to my mother's house, right? Rest in peace, my mother too. So right, I'm spitting some bars, right? So he was like, yo, bring that shit back, Dirty. I gotta hear that shit again. Yo, so another nigga, I started rapping. Another nigga was like, yeah, that shit, yo. The nigga, I promise you, yo, the nigga took his finger and put it on the nigga lips. And he shut the nigga up. I promise, I need my nigga Mikey around. My nigga Mikey is one of the few people, he was like, yo, remember he did that shit? He was like, shh.
Be quiet.
He literally shut
Dirty saying some shit, right?
Yo, he used to encourage me. He was one of them niggas like, Dirty, don't never stop. Some niggas is not rapping like you. So like, he was one of them dudes, man. So
It's funny because he introduced me to the situation I'm in.
Oh, he introduced you to Twan?
Yeah, because
wow.
Nikki is married to Kevin, and that's my wife. That's my brother-in-law.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, okay.
Damn, I didn't know that.
I worked with him at the resource. and
Wow.
shit. And the
When
schools
I first
and
got
shit.
here, he told me like I was like, who I need to meet. He was like, you need to meet Twan to do music and whatever else.
That's what's
how I
up.
got
I
him.
didn't know that. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Word.
Or is he tied in?
That's good.
Yo, so that shit had to be all up in the air. Like, who the egos, niggas trying to chase the hoes, cause
That was the biggest problem.
the local love was crazy.
Nah, they
And Rasta Fam followed y'all, and they got maybe equal or more because they was more in the high school getting that wave. Like, On Point was a little bit in and out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You got a little, Reese was a little fly nigga. All the hoes love Reese, like, you know what I'm saying? But Rasta Fam had that school wave.
Antoine?
Yeah, May, yeah.
Oh, what's up with my guy?
You like that,
Yeah, you like that,
Free
bro.
Reese,
I
man.
was
Red
following
be
him on
snapping.
Instagram.
Red be
Yeah, I
snapping.
was following him for a minute on Instagram, so that's what happened to him.
Yeah.
He got he caught a body in Florida.
Really?
And they gave him 10.
Yeah.
He came home and violated. He had to finish his sentence.
That shit was on camera, so I'm telling you, that shit was shocking, man.
Yeah, it
Niggas
was,
sent me that
too.
link, bro.
Yeah.
And all you seen was like him and his man running out the store and jumping in the whip and burning it. But it was coming from a murder. That's how he got bagged. It was on video.
It was on the video. It was a
News
college
on the
football
floor.
game. It was Florida State versus Florida Gators.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, like in the park, like in the parking lot, like
That's crazy.
like son, like you had to really dumb out for that.
Yo,
Like,
shout out to the
homie.
homie, man. He might not remember me, man, but I remember that nigga being a cool ass
he definitely cool.
dude, man.
Yeah,
Tattoos. He was like
yeah.
the first dude I knew.
Yeah.
Mad tats
Yeah.
everywhere. I was like, yo, I used to ask him like, yo, son, who do your work? Like,
Shirt off. As much as he could have his shirt off, he gonna have his shirt off.
yo, you know what I mean?
It was
Locked
good
up,
energy,
man.
Good energy, definitely good energy, man.
Yeah.
Damn, Stretch, you've been around some guys.
Yeah, nigga, man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he came. And he came home and got right to work.
He
You know what
did.
I'm saying?
Super.
He got right to
Yo,
work.
I see that nigga performing in houses,
Yeah,
clubs,
everything.
wherever that nigga could get a show at, he was doing that shit, man. I
He
promise
was
you.
doing it. Yeah, he got to work,
He
man.
kept me motivated a little bit. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, he came home and got straight
Yeah.
to it. Even though Carolina's a way better scene, because you could find little
Right,
shows and
right.
stay on it. Like,
Yeah.
Here, man, we might get 4 shows a year. We might be able to do like, you know what I'm saying? We don't have that.
Maybe.
People don't understand we from Niagara Falls.
Yeah,
Y'all gotta understand we from Niagara Falls, New York. So us getting a podcast or an album or a single to pop is so different.
So much, man.
Yeah.
You gotta work. I always tell people, you coming from this area, you gotta work 10 times harder, man. Because nobody's coming here.
They're not even scouting.
They're not even looking. You know, I mean, they might be looking now because of the whole soda wave.
Right. They brought the attention.
They brought that attention here.
Yeah.
You know, and even when
Yeah.
I'm talking to labels, you know, they're like, who next? Like, who up there now? Like, who's the next mini? I hear this all the time when we have conference calls with the labels and stuff. But so they looking now, but before then,
They wasn't looking at all.
they wasn't looking
At all.
Yeah, they wasn't. And I was to tell her, like, bro, you gotta go, you gotta grind, and you gotta go out. Like any other bigger market, you can used to get pop in your hood, and that'll boost you up. Here it's kind of like the opposite. It's like they go support you after they see you pop.
You got to do it first.
Yeah.
Keep it a buck though. How many niggas you know make music that Griselda making around here?
Nah.
You know, they adore it, but they don't make that type of music at all.
No.
And I got
I
some.
might talk a little bit of that shit.
Yeah,
but
no, you
slop. He'll talk that type of
Yeah.
shit, but it ain't all the time.
It ain't all, yeah. And
We go out the box too.
and they stuck to it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They didn't switch up and try to get on some.
They
down
didn't try to make no radio hit.
They went. They stayed in that lane, and that's what. You know what I'm saying?
Because it was an open spot. It wasn't nobody
Yeah.
doing that.
It was waiting for somebody to bring
It
the
was
work back.
waiting for somebody to bring it
Yeah.
back.
They just didn't think it was gonna be.
Yeah, and who would have thought that? You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought upstate New York would have brought New York right back?
Right.
And that's crazy.
So how much of that managing and shit from back then like applies and helps you now with the Hip Hop Weekly shit? Like, is it a different world or?
It's a different world, but it's the same philosophy. Like when you managing, as far as managing the employees and stuff with different personalities and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I'm talking to a certain writer or the editor or something, I might talk to her differently than I would talk to one of the correspondents. So it's about, as far as business wise, learning everybody's personalities, learning how to talk to them, and I might be able to talk aggressive tone to one person, the next person might not accept it that way.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I had to learn that, and that's just in any business. Actually, not even as
It's almost like coaching. It's
Yeah,
like coaching.
it's almost like coaching. In order to get the best out of them.
Free game too.
It's a pretty diverse place, like the office.
You know what's crazy? And when people talk to me, our staff
I know that's
is 95% women.
Okay.
95% women.
That's different.
No,
That's
it's
different in most situations.
Yeah, and I did that purposely.
That's because but in this day and age, man, the women
The
have
women
a
running.
drive.
Yeah, they drive.
They have a drive that these niggas is
Yeah.
starting to lack.
That's-
You feel what I'm saying?
Understood.
Yeah, because they want it more. They have more to prove.
Yeah.
So man,
And they keep
yo,
me-
shout out to the women, man.
Yeah.
That's a fact, man.
They-
I argue with them all the fucking
Yeah.
time, man. But I got love for them.
But that's the why, because your girl will call you, yo, what you doing? Why you ain't? And that's what they do to me.
Right.
Well, we supposed to be through this. We supposed to do this.
Yes.
everything is a
Yes.
relationship to them.
Yeah. So
Every
way or
assistant
another.
in the world is a female,
Yeah.
and that's not no shot at the
Right.
job title or nothing. But I just think an assistant as a female will make that boss even
Better.
better.
absolutely.
Right.
Women take relationships way more serious
Yeah.
than men.
Yeah.
We could be cool, but we not looking at it like I could be downplaying it. You
See,
could
now,
think
we're gonna
me
bring that
mad
to
as-
another day, nigga, because we're gonna talk. I'll talk to you about a half hour about that
Nah,
shit,
I'm
nigga.
just
Bullshit.
saying- I'm just saying, like as men,
I just seen some nasty thongs on the internet. I just seen some dirty ass thongs on the internet. Because her friend caught her slipping, they fell out. Shit goes down,
Yeah,
man.
they get ugly.
Niggas don't go like that when shit fall out. You know what I'm saying? Niggas might be like, man, fuck that nigga, but I ain't about to go put your shit out there. Bitches go different.
Nah, I just
And they
feel
do it to
like-
us too when they
I
fall
feel
out
what he's
with
saying. I feel what
us.
he's saying though. He got the shorties on his back. They, you know what I mean.
But
for the
business-wise-
company. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like it's just like men, we tend to downplay shit. Like
Yeah.
you might think we cooler than I might think we are.
But that's
Like,
why I said to a certain
women
extent,
know where it's at.
because business-wise, women relationships
Right.
get treated way different.
You know, they trying to get ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Also-
Because they feel they got that chip on their shoulder,
Yeah.
they gotta work harder.
They do though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They look down on it mostly in hip hop. Like
Yeah, but we
You feel
do
what I'm saying?
too though, because like the black man and the black woman is
they
equal.
came through equal, yeah.
But a black woman gonna get hired in different positions than a man. A man is more threatening, man.
yeah.
Like black men got it bad, bro.
Yeah, nah, it's tough, man.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And I'm only half a nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, they ain't gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go.
It's like equal when we go to a job. You know what I'm saying? Like it's either her or me. Like it's not like you have a better chance. It's right now when it come to us. That's what it is.
My long hair might get me through. That's why I grew my shit out. My Bret Hart.
They let you living on a prayer, man. Pour some sugar on them.
Pour some sugar.
I think he had that. I think he had that one waiting for me. 'Cause, he's so mad about my Bon Jovi, my love for Bon Jovi.
Yeah, that queued up, right?
Yeah. Yo, he had that shit. In the holster, man.
It's like this the option to make that shit make the show.
Yo, but how you balance all this, man? You a very, very humble dude. You know,
Busy.
me, like I'm humble, but you know, after a while, getting out there in them scenes and being in big positions, I'm like, all right, this humble shit gotta go. I gotta open my mouth, man. I can't expect shit to come to me, even if I am working hard. Like it's still other relationships I gotta build myself.
Right.
So for you, like, what was it a tough transition
No, it was. The goal was always to try to remain humble, out the way, low key. You know, try to play the back as much as I possibly can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know.
Yeah,
I
even
know,
then.
Yeah, and I knew eventually I would have to come to the forefront a little, but I wanted to do it gradually. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just like rush out there and be like, oh hey, here, we here, and not just me, because we move as a unit. So,
Right.
All of us, together. So I was just like, let me just chill. Like I was sitting on like I just did like 5 more, and I didn't even post them yet. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I just don't want that. I don't want it to make it seem like it's about one person. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about the brand. But since we have been moving over the last year, especially with COVID, like people are reaching out, like what's the plan? What y'all doing now? They got ready, let's talk. So it's there, but you gotta stay grounded. You gotta know where you came from. Some people let it get to you get a little bit of fame, you get a little, and I see this locally all the time. You get a little bit of juice, then all of a sudden you start working, or all of a sudden you think you bigger than what you are. You know what I'm saying? And when you start thinking like that, the hunger, like we ain't there yet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I got a list, and Complex is at the top of the list. Like, okay, we passed them. We passed them. So that's my goal. When I get there, I might talk a little shit. Then this is a little bit,
right?
But,
You'll
saying?
be able to.
Yeah, but I'll be in a position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To do that, but nah, we got work to do.
I'm big on that stretch, man. I'm big on flex when it's when I'm okay. Yeah. We can all flex now beyond our means if we want to, but nah, when I'm comfortable, I'm really gonna do it. Like, trust me.
I'm the same way, man. I have people, give me my flowers. I appreciate it, but it's like, they be thinking like, damn, yo, you did this,
right?
And I'm like, yeah, but I'm trying to do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I understand how that feel, but I'm done the next day with it.
You know what I'm saying? Someone to the next. And that's what it is. And I don't know if that's being here, and it's, because.
But everybody ain't like that.
Yeah, no.
That's what I'm saying. Where we at?
Yeah.
We got 3 of us right here. Right. And that damn near might be a big percentage of everybody that might think like that.
Right.
People want to flex right now.
They want to flex right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, especially, it's like the big fish in a little pond syndrome, because everybody had a little run in the town where they was on top musically or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
But what did y'all, did y'all let that get to y'all head? Right. And then y'all fought, like, you know what I'm saying? This was, like, no not to be okay, but a lot of people like my song is gonna be okay. I'm happy. But is your song in Rochester? That's the next station over.
Right.
Is it in Syracuse? That's the next station over there. You know what I'm saying? Is it in Erie? Don't be content with just one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like this industry is like you gotta keep pushing.
And that's why you network. There's so many DJs on IG and there's DJs all over the place. You got your songs in Atlanta. You got your songs playing in a lot of places. It don't matter the size of the market, man. It's just about. I don't care if it's 2,000 people listening to that station.
Get it. It's there.
There's a chance for 2,000 more people to hear you.
Right.
Right.
Listen,
yeah, and invest in yourself, man. These DJs, take care of your motherfucking DJs, man. Yo, take care of these niggas, man.
Shout out that
niggas is not getting fucking paid a lot of bread, man.
Listen, these is basically at the end of the day, this is my boss at the end of the day. You feel me? And this shit feel good to sit here and be talking to this man.
Listen, man, we all bosses, man.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I don't like to approach like, we all bosses. Like,
Right.
But on the flip side, you know how many times I hit you and I'll be asking you shit and you be like, yo, dirty, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Come on, man.
Like, you own part of the company, nigga. You ain't got stop asking. Just let me know what you need. I'm gonna make it happen for you.
Come on.
But I like even me, because I gotta break out of that shit and I gotta start telling myself every day I'm a boss too. Write that shit on my wall. Come on.
You're a boss.
He's bossed up, huh?
Bossed up, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look what y'all, like, this is boss moves y'all making right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the approach, man. Like, yo, this is next. And I know 30's like, we go do this next, and they go do, like, he already got how it's mapped out, how it's gonna be. Like, every time I sit down and talk to him, he's 6 months ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he be having everything laid out. I got this video done. It's already done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what a lot of people gotta do. Is like a lot of artists, they record once and then they fall off. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting 2 or 3 months worth of content ready and put it and release it strategically.
Right.
Because with social media right now, it's like 1 week is old now. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta keep, like, even if it's a vlog, if it's a video, like anything, you gotta have some content consistently pumping out,
Right.
you know, just to stay relevant. Because it's 30 million, like just ready, like you know what I'm saying, like
Own it.
like, they own
Sweatshop,
it, yeah,
sweatshop.
they own it, man.
Big on that sweatshop shit, man.
Yeah,
'cause
the
that's
crib
what it
is
is.
the crib is the switch.
Yeah.
We're doing every motherfucking thing we can in this motherfucking neighborhood.
That's good.
About to build a little hair salon over there, fucking with you, do everything.
Come on, man.
That's a fact.
Keep laughing.
Word.
Keep laughing.
And that's in the music. I always preach that because the music is the lane and the road that got me into all of this shit.
We got a
You know what I'm saying?
platform for it all too. Hip Hop Weekly.
Yeah, that's a
You feel
fact.
me?
And that was a big move for me, man. You know, it was crazy because I used to hit Stretch up like, yo, Stretch, what's up, man? Like, I'm trying to do some work with you. And they're like, Dirty, I can't really do shit for you for real right now because you seem to already have a lot of shit going on.
Are you doing anything?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then next you know, it led into some investments, and it's like, you know, now it's like, man,
This the man who it's the only artist from the town that really like was consistently I seen trying to leave and get out the town. Like even going back, even when artists when I first time I brought Absolute here, Dirty hit me like, yo, can you do a mixtape?
got it done.
You got it done. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff like that. I'm like, yo, so even before you did the Hip Hop Weekly showcase when Dave and Benzino still owned it, you jumped on that for a situation before we even did the business with the Hip Hop Weekly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you was always that. Like I said, it was always a couple months ahead of what you want to do. You always had a plan. So you know, so everything that you come into, you deserve it.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I like getting some solid niggas around me, man. They can bless it.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
niggas that want to work.
Niggas keep me sharp.
Dedicated. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You need a good team around you, man. That's good too.
Yeah.
That's what push you in. Yeah, I see y'all chemistry. This is the first time I see all y'all together. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
chemistry is like, yo, okay, yeah, you got a squad now.
We don't even know how this shit happened. I truly don't really even know.
Keep it
It's like a blink of an eye.
As me personally, I know exactly why this shit worked for me. Is because personally, so many things have failed that I put my all into, and now finally it's like, yo, I don't even gotta do much. That's why this shit worked for me. It's like I don't gotta do nothing really. Just let niggas do what they do.
When a nigga
Just
that
be
work
myself.
hard need a
Just
nigga
be
that work
myself.
even harder, it's like, oh hell yeah,
Right.
I need this. Shout out to my nigga Ponzo, because my boy
Shout out
Ponzo,
Ponzo, he moved.
Ponzo did that for me. I met Ponzo and it was like, damn son, like hold on, my son be on it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know this nigga's on my time.
Cake boss.
Straight up,
Yeah,
man.
he
Word.
right. When I ain't know,
That horse said
you
this
showed
nigga-
me like, I'm like, this is for real, like,
Yeah. This
shout
nigga
out.
is so indulged in music, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what he brings is something that can't be taught, you know what I'm saying? It just gotta be some personality thing.
gift.
Yeah, he got that ear for
That
beats,
ear,
man.
Yeah.
He'll send me and be like, Dirty, you might sound right on this mic. Rapping my ass off. Like, fuck you know, I do. I definitely like
It's
it.
only working because niggas individuals, bro.
Right,
like I'm not,
right.
I don't got a lick of dirty in me.
Right.
I don't got a lick of horse in me.
Right.
Like you feel me? Vice versa.
That's why it's no gimmicks, man. We all exactly who we is.
That's a perfect title, man.
Right. And we came up with that after we did the album, because the album done too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we let you hear the mixtape, but the album is complete. We already ready for everything.
So y'all did the album, and then y'all
First.
came up with the name.
Yeah, that
Wow.
and these niggas, man, I'm telling you, they keep me sharp.
Crazy.
After the album was done, I was like, I'm gonna take a break. He was like, yo, let's do a mixtape. I was like,
Wow.
what we gonna do? They started picking beats. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Because
perfect,
the
man.
mixtape is industry beats.
Right.
Right. You heard them. You know the classic. But the album is I
All
produced
original.
a couple. My cousin produced a couple. Vogel 13, Elite 13. Shout out to him. My man Horace knows some producers. And,
Yeah.
we came together like
We got Rick High beat on there.
Rick Hyde.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the
So
process
the
was
album is original beats.
Mhm.
The mixtape was some mixtape shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
Yeah.
both processes was the same. We all picked beats and we all, you know what I'm saying? And it was randomly. Like you pick 4 beats, you pick 4 beats, and we all made sure that we could all go crazy on it.
Nobody even cared about shining, man. That's the first time I was a part of that.
That's
Yeah, cause
Yeah, I already know.
yeah.
There
you
I
go.
already know the energy, but
Right,
yeah,
right.
you know, and that's the thing. Everybody can't be the man. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like, you know, so everybody got a position to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, people gotta learn that too.
Your opinion matter, man. That shit is big to us.
Yeah.
Like that ass, your opinion is big to us. And glad we sat here and we, you know what I mean, we played that shit back. You know what I mean? The whole mixtape. was
Listen,
ran
I was
through
in
it.
the zone, man, and it's
I know, cause I called your name. I was like, yo, Stretch.
Yeah.
Yo, Stretch, you water?
Yeah.
Water? You was like,
Nah,
oh.
listen, every time I come up here, he put on some music. I already know what time. Like I just sit back and like a zone. Like, I already know what it's gonna be like.
And that's crazy because I think every time you come over, I don't play the album or some shit.
Yeah,
for you like
yeah.
or a single. We got something working.
But that's dope.
Yeah.
Every time a nigga see you got some new shit for him.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on,
Right.
man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But all our work ethic can't go talked about, man, because your work ethic is fucking crazy.
It's
like,
crazy.
Like you said, man, come on, man, niggas jump into Hip Hop Weekly, like, you know what I'm saying, and a rebranding stage. And people don't understand, like, when you have a name, you know what I'm saying? That's like, you got a Jordan shoe, and then it declined, and niggas like, we ain't fuck with Jordans no more. But a nigga want to come and bring Jordans back.
Right.
The energy and the time they got to go into that.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
And keeping it being like, none of us had no media experience.
Come on. But that's what it is.
Like,
It's media. You can't say it's a magazine no more.
No,
Like, you know what I mean?
And that was key. We had to get away from just magazine, making it
Yeah.
multimedia. You know what I'm saying? Because
But we tried the magazine. We tried
yeah,
we tried the issue.
we put some testers out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
And even then, not to cut you off, but even then, like I didn't know the process. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we kept over a few employees from the last regime. You know, and we tried them out, and slowly they fell off. You know what I'm saying? They had their own personal agendas, and they was doing stuff that we weren't aware of because we wasn't hip to the business.
Right.
So I had to sit for a year and a half. I just had to sit and listen and observe and watch how to talk to these publicists. You know, how to talk to these different artists and on the business perspective, because media is a business too. You know what I'm saying? Like I had the business of interviews, and it's all the business. So I had to learn it. So they were doing things that I didn't know, and then when I'm like, oh, okay, I see they doing on some other type of thing. So we had to separate, and then we brought in people who I learned and around, and we built a solid team.
Right.
You know, so now it's moving the way we want it to move. You know what I'm saying?
The people you bringing in, is it more or less like some interview, like a real job type shit, or is it a relationship you already have with somebody?
Well, everything basically is also off relationships. Like people who I know, like I had to tap back home, so that's why you see Michelle B.
Right.
That's why you see Radio Red Rise. You know what I'm saying? I had to, because this area, like, it's a lot of talent people up here. We gotta actually look out for each other.
Right.
So I had to do that, but also, DJ Nectar. That was C. Shout out to C. That was C-Boy. Out West Coast. He put him on. As far as like DJ Walla, you know what I'm saying? This relationship, I was built with Hip Hop Weekly with Shady 45. That's how we linked up. Now he on the team. DJ Amadeus, you know what I'm saying? I was getting artists up there doing freestyle with his show with Shady 45. So he's like, yo, I want to build with you too. So now he on the team too. Right. So that's how it built. And then, as far as the writers and stuff, Cash Out the Cash, Editor Chief. She came on as basically a person, just a digital manager, and she developed into the editor because her work ethic was crazy. So I'm like, okay, she's a dope writer. So it just everything's kind of merged into one. I'm like, okay, we finally got a solid team. Now we can push. I don't gotta worry about nobody doing no crazy shit, no fuck shit.
So like, did you have any sleepless nights changing from physical to digital?
Yeah, I'm still sleeping. But
that shit hard, right? We don't.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Because especially with social, like you gotta keep up. Like, man, I be so tired of it.
Right.
But the print is still there because people don't like the print. We're not going away from print. We just had to figure out a different way to do it. You know what I'm saying? And before they were doing bi-weekly, like when they first established the brand, but social media wasn't really popping then.
Right.
So there's no way in the world we can do a bi-weekly magazine.
Nobody gonna give a fuck.
No, nobody, because now you can pull up your phone and see what everything is popping right on. You know what I'm
talking
saying?
about that with the podcast. We can't talk about something on Thursday and try to release it on Sunday.
It's hard.
And then it's like, what the fuck is it? It's like, we already done been through that.
You already been through that.
Yeah.
So we was like, we go do quarterly, but the stories in the magazine will be like real stories. You know what I'm saying? Like actual stories, like you're not gonna see every day on social media. So.
Or if you do, maybe more in depth.
More in depth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be
because now that 3 months passed, I got more information than you had when you first reported
it.
it.
Dig in. You know what I'm saying? Some real journalism.
The shit is a headache, man. Because now like this podcast shit, like I am a journalist. We journalists.
Now. Yeah.
We
gotta
research build up interviews.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Content.
Yeah.
I say, yo, we gotta be more internet geeky.
Yeah.
That's my shit, internet geek.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
You really gotta be on it.
watch how this worked though. So now on this, so when somebody hit me like, yo, we want to get on a magazine, we want to do this, well, okay. Well, I need y'all also to hop on this No Gimmick podcast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is how we all
Right.
build each
The
other.
barter system,
You know what I'm
baby.
saying? This is what we do where we go.
The barter system.
Yeah.
That's dope.
We talk about the barter system.
That's
I'm
dope.
all because I'm a big fan of the barter
Nah,
system.
I've been bartering this whole time we've been doing. That's
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
it's all been bartering.
And that's what my
Relationship,
position
yeah.
in Hip Hop Weekly. I'm like, okay, I don't really care to be trying to leak no niggas for no bread.
Right.
So it's like, how can I use this to benefit myself? And you done got me tied into battle rap culture. I went to Houston, nigga. I didn't even know nothing about the Hip Hop Weekly plug-in shit. I went to Houston for something else. I let him know I'm there, or he seen me post something. He like, you in Houston? Yo, we got invited to something.
Yeah.
I'm like, word? I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, he plugged it in. I show up at the door. I'm like, yo, something ain't dirty. I'm like, yo, it was a rap, son.
Come on.
Red carpet
And
treatment, nigga.
that's why I asked him about the people that work for the company and
Yeah.
shit. Cause like you can interview people you don't know, or you could pull some motherfuckers in who got relationships with motherfuckers you got relationships
Yeah,
with.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's what it's supposed to be, man. Because
that's what we do.
yeah, the brand is for that, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you in position like we is, where you could do shit like that and just make sure. It's like, yo, son, you trying to get on Hip Hop Weekly? Well, listen, I need this.
Right.
Like, let's just make both of them happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you want to just, you know.
And to bring Ponzo back up, like Ponzo, Ponzo seeing me, I let him know the day I met him is the day I let him know I own Hip Hop Weekly. 2 days later, he spent some bread to get himself on Hip Hop Weekly. Then after that, I was just watching him. I'm like, this nigga grinding so fucking much, man. I'm like, yo, send me a flyer, bro. I'm about to post that shit for free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then after that, the relationship was set.
and I do a lot of that. Like a lot of stuff I post, I just do it on the strength.
Yeah.
If I see somebody moving and they really hustling, oh, let me just show them some love. You know, and that,
Right.
and they come back with that love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it don't gotta be, I hit
But
you up
that's
and let
fire
you know.
because if they pop, they like, yo, these was
Yeah,
some of the
yeah.
first
From the jump.
motherfuckers.
And that's what you
Come
want.
on, man.
And that's exactly
Come on,
what-
man.
that's
You did that for Rico a few times, and he thought I did it. He thought I had something
Yeah.
to do with it. And I was like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's just all love from
Yeah.
the big homie. Man.
Listen, and Rico, no, I told you know, like Chill Will gave me so many jewels, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I see Rico doing this, I'm like, yeah, I got, you know, this on the strength of what your father used to do for me. I gotta pass that on. And Rico hot. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
try to
saying?
keep the boys on their shit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But niggas got lives too,
Yeah.
so that's what people don't understand about this music shit is, you know, it's hard to, even if it is a passion or a real goal you want, like it's hard to maintain it when real shit is going
Real
on
shit
around you.
going on. That's
Word.
the truth.
I just got like the
Definitely
quick question for you. What's the fashion sense at the office like? It's like any just hip hop. You wear what you want, or you have
Wait.
merch, or
Yeah, but keeping it, I haven't even got an office yet. Like
Okay.
we've been doing everything digital.
Okay,
Like
okay.
because like what I'm getting, in March we get one in Atlanta. That's gonna be the base.
Headquarters.
Yeah, but
Fire.
yeah, but it's broke up in. We got a LA team,
okay,
we got a New York team, and we got an Atlanta team.
That's
you know
dope.
what I'm saying? So it's writers and videographers in each market. It's kind of quiet, not because COVID. Like only place that's really open is Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So
I
it's
know.
kinda right now everything is concentrated in Atlanta, and then you know with Zoom now everything is doing Zoom and digital and IG live. So you know that kind of when I said level the playing field earlier, now that leveled us up because now I don't got to worry about getting a videographer to come to New York and do this. Everything is on digital.
Right.
So now we're doing the same thing everybody else doing.
Right, on Zoom.
On Zoom,
Yeah.
on IG live. So now it's equal. Now,
I still like it to be personal, man.
No,
I
personal
did a
is
Zoom
different
meeting and I was like,
vibe.
like it's dope, you know what I'm saying? But I like to sit down and kick it with a nigga like this, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, you
This
get
is
that energy.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it one-on-one? Is
Right, because you get the feel for the person you sitting with. You like, oh, these some cool niggas. Like, yeah,
I'm not a FaceTime nigga, so I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody that sat there though has gave real good compliments to us. It's just like the vibe and energy,
Nah,
which
the
counts.
energy dope, man.
Yeah, which definitely counts. You know what I'm saying? Yo, but Hip Hop Weekly radio, man. Hip Hop Weekly radio being born, man. Come on, man. Like, how
That was man. Like,
did you celebrate it, or was it one of those you had to throw to the side, keep pushing?
Nah, cause we on Hip Hop Weekly Films now. Like that was next.
Oh,
I was
see?
like, I'm like, okay, we could get radio going. Now we gonna get to the Hip Hop Weekly Films.
I promise you, I started writing a movie last
Yeah.
night. That's my
Yeah,
word. I
listen,
started writing a
yeah,
movie
listen.
last night.
Like Deucey King and them doing it over in Buffalo. Like,
Right.
why we can't do a conflicted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're on comedy, man.
Yeah,
We're on some
comedy,
hood comedy,
yeah,
man.
we can do some hood comedy. We got comedians here. Like,
Yeah.
you know, everybody got put the head together.
Cause my shit gonna be dry humor, man. My shit about to be lit, man.
Right.
Now that I know that, man, it's gonna be on Hip Hop Weekly Films.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing to talk about.
That's
What
what
you
we
talking
doing.
about?
I mean, we already started.
Shout out to the brand, man. To the
We started.
platform.
We got a documentary. I ain't done yet, but we almost done with it's around the Brooklyn drill scene.
That's gonna be dope.
What you think about it? Give me a your thoughts on that whole.
I like the energy, and I showed them love, and they returned love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I kind of built into a relationship with all them guys. Ether, the Connect, Mr. Swipey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a whole movement.
It's a whole. The movement is crazy, and they wasn't really getting played like that in the city.
They not. They just started really popping.
Yeah.
Only one
So
record.
y'all, we helping. Man.
So we was showing them so much love. They was like, yo, thank you. Now, this before we did the radio. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just talk about it. I got with Drews. We talked to Drews. That interview with Drews came like, who was the first one? So, he broke it down. How it spit off of Rowdy and Bobby and Luciano 6ix9ine. It just kind of
the sound created
The
just
sound
kept
created
it
just kept
changing.
going.
It kept changing.
Yeah.
Because it went from one sound with Jaleel, then it went
Yep.
to the UK sound.
the UK joint. Yeah.
So the whole sound changed.
So I like the sound. I'm familiar with the sound, but when you say it keep changing, it's like, what do you mean? Because when I hear it, I hear the same thing. When I hear it.
It started off with the Jaleel beats. That was that sound, but then it went to UK, and they started doing the same sound as UK rappers was rapping on.
Right.
So that's what they on right now.
I like New York way better than UK. just as the way when it's the same, I'd rather it be New York. You know what I mean?
But I heard the first drill from I think he might be from Schenectady or something, answering to a song.
So Hip Hop Weekly playing a big part in this whole shit.
Well, but I want to take full credit because it kind of happened by accident because we was interviewing Drewski and he, I'm like, well, who hot? And every artist he named was a drill artist out of Brooklyn. So I'm like, yo, this. So I started studying it more because I really didn't pay attention to Chicago drill like that. You know what I'm saying? No knock on that. I just wasn't paying attention to it.
It's different.
It's a different energy.
That's different.
Yeah. Now I went back since I started looking at Brooklyn drill and knowing the history and started listening to Chicago drill. Yeah, so that's when I started. I started bumping Vine and I'm like, okay, it's different, but I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? But Drewski was talking about it, and he was like, yo, you need to talk to him. So I just started reaching out, like, yo, what's going on? And we linked with Pop Smoke DJ. His aunt, a few other people. That might we should do this documentary, and it kind of morphed into that. So
that's dope.
A lot of the filming got done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, a lot of filming. We did the interview ports was doing it in Jersey. Now we're working on the B-roll. So we just got some shots with the Pop mural.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? We got some joints in Canarsie. So
the whole hood.
Yeah, the whole hood. Yeah. So
we just had a director here, so we know the editing is the big part.
Well, and I had to go through this last editor, I'm like, yo, bro, this ain't it. I gotta find somebody to edit this because if we put our stamp on it, it gotta be good. You know what I'm saying? I can't put no mediocre, content out there. So, so I'm like, bro, you gotta step it up. So, I'm actually looking for an editor, and I put a halt to it because I'm trying to find someone who can go in there and really get busy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's gonna dedicate yourself to it.
It's gonna dedicate, and I got, people not, because once the word got out, I got people like, yo, so we want to hear, different platforms, not to name,
not to throw names up,
but some major platforms like bring this here. So now the pressure on them, people, oh, is it done yet? So, I need to find somebody who will put that energy into it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Set it the way
you want to make sure, man, when you make a choice and a decision is solid.
Yeah.
You don't want to second.
That's why you don't rush. That's where the humbleness and the patience kick in, because you don't jump at everything. So you gotta sit back sometimes. You see what else come. Yeah,
that's a blessing to tell that side of hip hop like that and respecting that side of hip hop, because a lot of people that's from that older age won't give that kind of hip hop.
They won't give it no. Yeah, they don't give it no light.
Like it don't deserve respect because for what it is. You know what I mean?
And the crazy thing is now, what's the one kid just came out with? Is it CJ?
Yeah.
So they going back and forth, like people giving him credit for something that he ain't really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I had to talk. I was gonna send the guys a message about it because he got like the not throwing the money, but he got the #1 drill record, and it's just a performance. It looked like all gimmick, not taking shots at him, but he had people that backed him, and that's why he in that position.
Yeah,
So
and a lot of the, you know, like I think I seen Chef G and a few other
a lot of people coming at him
they
already.
mad, yeah, they like, you know,
And the fact that he took a beat too.
yeah, and he took, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, and they like, yo,
I'm not familiar with
what's
it.
good?
I'm soaking it up though. I'm soaking it up.
Nah,
That's why I'm here too. You know what I'm saying?
But he took it to a level now that like mainstream media is on it.
Yeah, because
So-
he got a top 8 record
He
right
got
now.
a top 8 record, yeah.
What
So
we talking about?
yeah.
CJ, your cousin, everybody been talking about.
Whoopty.
Whoopty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He didn't like that.
He ran with it,
He ran with it.
and it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like people calling him out on it, you know.
Yeah.
And so
Because he wasn't rapping like he wasn't rapping like that 2 years ago.
I got a question for you, Stretch, man. This is serious, this dead ass, man.
Yes, sir.
That this just got brought up. How do shit like this happen? Like, how do they just put somebody like that in the forefront of New York rap and be like, here go the keys, dry the cut?
y'all would think champs. Y'all watch it.
Yes,
I have, but I haven't tuned in.
I've been
with-
soaking up game now watching it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's an episode with his I think it's his uncle.
His uncle, yeah, he used to run Bad Boy.
Yeah, you see, so you
I
already
mean,
know.
I'm familiar with
Yeah.
the
So he
situation.
got,
Alright,
so
you
he
gotta send me the
tied
link.
He
He plugged in.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
point I was
Yeah.
saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what the beef is, because
Okay.
like a lot of people think like, you know, new rappers come in, they supposed to just work it up.
Right.
He came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But everybody
So
come out of
Chef
fucking
G-
nowhere.
No,
now.
no, but you gotta look. If you look at the backstory, it'd be different.
He said it. He said it. I could see why the Chef G's is mad because they working hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like 7 albums.
Yeah.
Like every time the one drop an album, the other one drop an
Yeah.
album. I forget the names, but I know the Chef G name
Chef
is
Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy
Yeah.
Hollow.
I'm
And
fucking
they
them
they
too.
drop albums at like the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah,
Okay,
they, you know,
so they pissed.
They go, yeah,
because they've been working that
they've been
scene.
working.
They work a lot
Yeah.
together too.
Yeah.
Chef G, Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
And now mainstream media is coming, so that's why I'm like, well, I gotta move now because now he got a top 8 record. Mainstream media is trying to do stories and not about this drill thing. They wasn't on it before, but
Right.
now it's a hot topic.
Right.
Everybody
they
want it,
They want to own it.
but you gotta film.
So what's your
Yeah,
opinion on
documentary.
it? What's your opinion on the whole situation?
I mean, I at first I'm gonna keep it a beat. I wasn't. And then my daughter put me on Pop Smoke. You know, the kids.
Yeah, they know.
They know.
They know.
She put me on Pop. I'm like, damn, I like this kid. So that made me listen more. You know what I'm saying? I started listening to Fabi.
Yeah.
You know, and Fabi Good Peoples. You know, we kicked it a few times. I started as another kid named Bino and Gino on his
Yeah.
label. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
like you start building with them, and then I'm like, yo, they just running. You know, they just like they remind me of. Like we brought up Nasty and how y'all was coming up, you know, like it just
That's how they
that
is in this
energy,
era,
like,
though.
yeah, they like
Ooh,
that's
it's
that
so
cool.
much better in this
yeah,
era.
like
Damn.
they just going. They
Imagine Nasty with Instagram.
yeah, exactly.
What?
Right.
Yep,
I watched a Genius interview with Fabi, and he said everything you saying is real shit. Because he said in that interview, them niggas just fed off Bobby and old boy energy, and was like, yo, we gonna take off with that. Plus, they knew somebody. They was related or his aunt or something. I don't know the story, but he like knew somebody that knew Bob Schmurd.
Yeah.
They just basically just where they left off, they
They
took
picked up.
off. Yeah.
It was a gap in the city with sound music
Yeah.
though, you know what I'm saying? It was a big gap, like and for real, like at the end of the day, New York had to change its sound to stay relevant without changing their style, you know what I mean?
Fuck that, man. Come back to the virus.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's coming back.
But them the two
Yeah.
but them the two sounds like
Yeah.
Griselda
Yeah.
brought that
Right.
feel back. Now even though we had people like Smoke Dizza and them out there, but Griselda took it like how they time took that and made it mainstream.
Yeah.
But on the other side, on the underground,
still
then
got
you
that
the-
party.
Yeah.
So Sleepy Hollow and Chef G and them is drill music?
Yeah,
Considered-
they
oh,
like the same
oh,
nigga to
yeah?
me. They like make the same music to me.
Yeah, your own features is like I gotta watch the video to see which one of them rapping.
You know, because they usually they do stuff together.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. When you hear Chef G
I like what
rap,
they do.
sometimes I might think it's Sleepy
Sleepy
Hollow,
Hollow,
but you
yeah.
gotta really see.
Yeah.
Yeah, my man put me and my kids put me on some songs. I was like, yo, these
Yeah,
two little
that's
niggas,
who put me. My daughter put me
these
on.
two niggas, alright.
Yeah.
I be playing some of that shit,
Yeah.
Breaking Bad and shit. I fuck with that. I didn't know that was drill music though. G Herbo, all of that shit.
Consider drill music.
Okay.
Chicago
Chicago
drill
drill.
is way different than New
It's
York.
different.
Right.
Yeah. UK
Pop
and
Smoking
New
is
York
New York
is
drill,
similar.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
UK and New York is like very similar. But
Yeah,
the
the
Chicago
beats.
shit drill is like different.
I think Pop went there. That's why Pop was so big over in the UK
because he got the production.
He got that production over there. Yep. Yeah. And we got them 808. What is it? 808 Mafia? I don't know.
Yeah, 808 Mafia.
Yeah. We got them on the dock too.
Oh, where?
That's they story dope.
They story crazy.
808 Mafia.
Yeah, they from
TM88. He got the crazy hair and shit. Shout out to him, man. These dudes is weak. I looked at tutorials and all types of shit, learning how to make beats on Fruity Loops. I don't come from that era.
Like people talk about Atlanta sound, and they like the older sound is the Dungeon Family, but that new sound is them, and people don't really give them the flowers.
Right.
Like that sound is them all the way.
That's a fact.
Yeah, Hip Hop Weekly, man. Shout out to Hip Hop Weekly
Yeah,
again, man. This
Hip-Hop
shit is
Weekly
crazy.
Radio,
This
man.
shit is free game. This shit is knowledgeable.
Yeah, yo, Stretch, I got a few more questions though, but man, before we go though, before I do that, let's do the Hip Hop Weekly drop, and I'll let them know where to find you on social media too.
Yeah. You know what it is. Damn, I was going blank, man. But nah, it's Hip Hop Weekly at Hip Hop Weekly Magazine at Official Hip Hop Weekly Radio. You can hit me at stretch_716 on IG, Facebook. It's Theodore Stretch Travis. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on we are everywhere, man. Hip Hop Weekly, pull up.
And the radio is on. The radio is Apple,
Oh yeah,
Alexa,
yep.
Google Play.
Yep, we on Apple, we on Alexa, we on Google, Android devices, and in 2 weeks I'm working on something where you can listen to it on Roku TV. So yeah, we want it everywhere you can hear radio at. We want it there.
Fire.
Tap into us.
Yo, the rest of these episodes is definitely found on YouTube though. You can definitely just look up No Gimmicks Podcast to find a full version of all the episodes. This is the No Gimmicks Podcast. I am Dirty O. I got my co-host Justin K with me.
Fire.
I got my co-host Overseas Sun Guy with me.
Peace.
Official Hip Hop Weekly. Let's go. Alright, yeah, we're gonna keep going though. Yo, so like the motivation for all of this though, like your music and shit though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like what keep you in tune? Like what keep you going all these years, nigga? You said you've been going since your senior year?
Yeah, 96.
96. Who go do the math real quick? What is it? How many years? A lot of years.
I've been out of school for 20.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been out of school for 20.
What kept you? Well, is it the music? Is it you got a passion for this?
For one, music. I love music. You know, even though I could never talent wise, I wasn't there. But I just love it, like the story, and I just love the culture in general. You know what I'm saying? From fashion to, you know, to graffiti, you know, to DJing, to production, like the whole culture.
What was the song? What was the song? The first song that you was like, I love this shit.
I Can't Live Without My Radio.
Classic.
I can't.
This nigga Horace, man, he finally found somebody that's on that.
Like hip hop, bro.
Yeah, that was.
This nigga put Heavy D in his top 5 though, Stretch. You bugging,
Yo,
right?
Heavy D, Word of Band Hev.
Top 5?
Yeah. Hev is one of my favorites.
Nah, he wasn't in my top 5. He wasn't in my top 5.
Where you put him at?
Hev was my top 10.
Top 10?
Top 10.
Top 10.
Hev was nice.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go back, right, Bless?
I got it written.
I fuck with Hev.
He could be front.
I'm not
You said Foxy Brown, too.
Ice Cube was my number 11 mentionable.
Ice Cube.
Can we get a Stretch top 10?
But,
On the spot? Idealistic.
This is the toughest question.
Idealistic.
all
We're not
the
talking
time.
favorites. We talking idealistic, man.
This is the toughest question every time.
You can give us 5.
We try.
Okay,
Fine.
well, for me, it's always Biggie. So
Okay.
Biggie, Hov, Nas. I gotta go.
4 or 5 always get rough. I'm telling you, everybody.
I gotta go with. For me personally, I'm a huge Jadakiss fan.
Okay.
I
Top 5 dead or alive, Kiss.
I gotta throw Kiss up there. My 5th is always tough because it's always like Cool G Rap or Rakim. You know what I'm saying? It's always like either one of them two. But I think I'm leaning more towards Cool G. I just like the content.
Yeah.
You know, then I go with Rakim, Pun, Big L.
City boy, come on,
Yo,
you
yeah,
know where
it's
he's
all-
from.
yeah, it's all- it's
Come
all-
on, and I like shit like that, man.
It's all gonna be,
That's about 8.
That is 8, right?
Oh, Sean Price. I'm a Sean Price fan.
Come on, rest in peace to Sean.
Helter Skelter.
Yeah, Helter Skelter.
Fuck it, man. That nigga was on some shit.
And then, you know, like, it could be Ghost, Ray, like, you know, probably Ghost, like, you know, like, I forgot what I can't think about
everybody from New York, right?
Redman.
Tri-State.
Yeah,
everybody from New York.
Yeah. Now, give me like, I'm a huge, what I had this debate like last week. Like, I'm a huge Tupac fan too.
Right.
But I like lyrics, and Tupac got good lyrics, but his content was more.
My man Bandana had Pac and Jeezy in his top 5.
But I always tell people Pac, you know, Pac from New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell people, like, yo, Pac, let's go. Like, Pac from New York.
Yeah.
But,
Pac is New York.
Yeah, but, Pac, as far as, like, overall, I think, you know, he's up there, too. Like, he's up there. Cause
I think if you lived in New York your whole life, Pac, some people don't put Pac in the top 10. Because, but me living somewhere else, like Pac was, he's in my top 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Pac ain't the energy.
The energy, like, because, you know, all them artists I go to, I'm gonna go to a Pac album before I go to, you know, a lot of the artists I mentioned.
And that's respectful.
Like I gotta have that. Like, it's certain moves. Like, I gotta listen to Tupac all day. You know what I'm saying?
I listen to if I was going to the club and we had problems, Tupac, Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Play Tupac, Hellraiser. We all in the club. We in the car ready to go to the club.
Yeah.
Lit, nigga.
Tupac had music for like, I just like this music because I can play it right now and it don't sound like it's 20 years old.
It's timeless.
Some of that music, some of that older music I can't play and feel comfortable with it right now.
And
It's
that's
crazy to hear you talking about all the social injustice and shit.
Yeah.
That shit is relevant.
That's relevant right now.
Right
as we
now.
speak.
You talking about 30 years ago.
Yeah. So you gotta throw him in there. So, you know, I don't know where I'll put him at, but you gotta throw him in there because it's timeless, man. It's relevant, man. And you think about when they died, they were still young. Man.
Yeah.
So when do you start putting in new artists? Like, is it a time thing that's gotta happen, or do you think like the newer artists ain't never even gonna slide into the category? The Kendricks, the Drakes, the J. Cole, the Big Sean's.
Those artists I think will. Kendricks, the Coles. And I'm a big Drake fan, but when that whole thing about his pen being questionable, it kind of threw me off.
Right.
I don't know how true it was with the reference tracks and all that.
Do it take Kanye out there? Because that's what I seen. One of Funk Flex was had Kanye and Drake with questionable pen.
But see, because Kanye, they said Consequence wrote a lot of his music
Majority
early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Side Prince.
Side Prince is nasty. Like,
Right.
Yeah, I forgot about Side Prince.
He swept out for all of them, though. Him, Travis, Kanye, all of them.
Shout out to Big Crit too, because he even nice. You know, when you start talking about the South, the lyrics is in the South. But
Man, Big Crit.
yeah, he be spitting.
Damn, that's the first time I met Mike T. I was at a Big Crit show. I met Big Crit. He did an interview at Big
Cool
Crit.
dude too.
Yeah.
Cool dude.
And they was just running that little circuit out there. But yo, yeah, man. And so Tupac is on the edge for you. 11.
Yeah, well, I see. Like when he brought up the timelessness, like you gotta have him in there somewhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I like
These other rappers.
I like Sean Price. I'm not gonna pull up a Sean Price album right now. You know what I'm saying?
I
You know what I'm saying? Like, but so Tupac, you gotta throw Pac in there.
The Ninth Wonder mixtape is crazy. I'll pull them shits up right now.
Well, yeah.
I base mine on music.
Yeah, but
I base mine on music consumption. It's like, what do I listen to the most?
I'm not listening to Nas no more.
Yeah.
Nas my favorite artist. I like the new album, but you know what I mean.
But you still listen to old Nas.
I listen to the oldest Nas I can find.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Represent.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite
And then
Nas.
it's about your mood too, because you know sometimes you just be in that mood, and
Right.
you know, I just gotta throw that Pac on. You know, it just especially with the political stuff and the injustice. Sometimes I want to hear it.
We took a 6.5 hour ride one time, right? And nobody. I told everybody in the car, yo, whatever songs, everybody go 2 songs. Everybody in the car taking turns, 2 songs apiece. Nobody chose Biggie, bro.
Nobody told you.
It's
6.5 hours.
I struggle. Like
I pointed it out afterwards. I was like, that's crazy.
I struggle. I told my cousin the other day, I'm from Brooklyn, but I struggle to listen to Ready to Die from beginning to end now.
Nah, I go to like that's for me. That's a go to. Like,
But I struggle. I
That's
struggle to
crazy.
listen to it like from beginning to end.
Right.
Like, and there's nothing wrong with it because I know the album from back to front. but in 2021, I struggle to listen to it from the beginning to
Life After Death is it for me.
Life After Death.
You good with that one?
What? Life After Death is classic.
Okay.
Life After Death got some of the best
You know what
songs
I'm
in the
saying?
world. But if I always go to like Long Kiss Goodnight, and go to the feature with the locks and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and them is the songs. Man.
Because Ready to Die, I won't listen to Suicidal Thoughts too much. I can't listen to
When you throw them joints in there, like there's a couple of joints in there.
You gotta take some acid or some shrooms and listen to that. You gotta go back. You really gotta be in the '90s to listen to that.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and
But it's weird though, because
respectable.
in reality though, like even if you bring it to the forefront now, when you had people like rest in peace XXXTentacion and all these niggas like rapping about dying and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was in their music depressed.
Be speaking that shit, man.
Into
Yeah.
existence.
But that's
Powerful, man.
yeah, and it's now like it's crazy because music is so vulnerable for like the artists. Like niggas is literally telling you they going through shit right in front of your
Right in
face.
front of you.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's a fact.
But I could know it must be weird for like
millions and millions and millions of people listening to that shit. That shit blows my mind, bro. It's really crazy.
Especially, and it's hard for me. It was hard to listen to, but like again, I go back to the kids. Like a lot of this new stuff, I don't be hip. Then my daughter, I'm like, what's this? Oh, this such and such, or this young boy, or what's the dude that was beefing with Vine? The kid from Georgia, Rondo, or Vitamin, Melly. Okay, so the kids help me stay relevant with what's going on today, and then the Trippy. I don't know if you remember Dirty with Trippy Red was in Molly Long House. We was there a few times.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, this is the same dude that was over here.
That's
like,
a fact.
you know what I'm saying?
And Rich the Kid.
Yep.
Rich the Kid. Yeah, because he was at the White House in LA a lot of times. I was there.
Sweatshop, man. He was at the sweatshop.
Right.
Yeah.
I was telling him about how many interns is in there, how many rooms it is. You got niggas that's about to be on their way. Party Next Door was there one night. Like everybody been through that crib.
Everybody been through there.
Everybody been through that crib.
That's a fact.
That day we showed up, Ray Sherman was upstairs.
Yeah.
And it's crazy though, that video was some shit that, we ain't talking about that. Where he was playing with the Lima cat.
Oh man.
Where the two monkeys. Yeah, French Montana monkey and Molly Mall monkey in the house. But this nigga got the witness, so the dude was cleaning up like the monkey cage, right? So the dude was cleaning up the cage and he moved the cage so they could clean underneath the cage. And he left the water bottle on top of the cage. And the monkey pulled the water bottle through and then poured it shit on the floor. But it was blowing smoke.
Wow.
They was blowing the weed smoke, and the monkey was sitting there chilling like this, taking it, and he started doing some high shit. That shit was fire. But niggas play that asteroid. I mean, niggas got the arcade game. Niggas is in there playing asteroid all day.
Yeah, that's funny, man. You be around certain people, like, man, these people, like, I know some people look at celebrities and like I was never like that, you know what I'm saying? Like they grinded, you know what I'm saying? They grinding, I'm grinding, we all grinding. I was never like, I gotta meet this person, you know what I'm saying? Like I was never, they just all they regular, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of how we all move though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like we here soaking up game or taking what we can. Or got to meet a lot of good people though, man. Shout out to Ray Wizard.
Yeah, shout out Ray.
We met Big U. Shout out to Big U. We met a lot of people out there.
Yeah. So we do that. Ray good dude right there.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Yeah. I think it was in the UFC. Fought in the UFC, nigga.
Yeah.
Who? His name Ray Wizard.
Yeah.
Yo, he fought in the UFC. You wouldn't even think it like when you see him. But yo, coolest nigga, man.
Take your head off though.
Right.
Shout out Ray Wizard.
Word. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Word. So the motivation is just, man, it's just basically just the music. It's just the love.
The love, the culture, all of it, man.
And you love your local artists, man. People gotta know that about you. Like, you really, really love the local artists. You really love to see somebody pushing and grinding, and you really try to help. And you've tried to help. And if artists is out there working and y'all have to work with stretch, then that's probably just something on y'all. Because like I know this nigga try to help everybody.
Man, I try. Like, if somebody come, they really serious, they really want to get to it. don't waste no time. You know, that's it. Like if I see you wasting time, you bullshit. You ain't really taking it.
So fact.
Yeah, or you rapping about what happened locally, and you ain't trying to move past that. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, the content got to be something that everybody can relate to.
Right.
You know, unless it's mixtape or something, for the hood. But yeah, like it's there. I like to see people win, man.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we there. Like we got talent crazy.
It is. That's what everything, man.
Yeah.
That's basketball. That's sports, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out Lil Willie, Roddy, Jalen, all the young boys grinding, man. Because
Facts.
niggas go to the league from here. You know that can happen.
It can happen.
Right. And that's why I know, music is just next. You know what I'm saying? And then I think something after that is after. I just feel like sooner or later they're gonna dream more. It's gonna be actors and actresses. There's gonna be people inspired to do shit like that. Our kids, you know what I'm saying? Like because our kids gonna think different and bigger than we thought. Because we didn't think big for real. We was all locally based, trying to be the man here. You know what I'm saying?
It was good for them to see that kind of stuff. That's why I said, like, when I see conflicted, like, we can do that. Even before that, what was that before that?
One boys tried it.
Pure.
MBF, remember?
Yeah. Shout out to
they did it.
They did it. Yeah,
Right.
Who did? Rundy did that, right?
Yeah.
Rundy.
Yeah, shout out to Rundy.
GT.
I just be feeling like it's got to be more of like they conflicted. They did not miss a spot. They didn't let nobody that was popping in Buffalo not be seen.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Even when you seen Happy in them, they was like clear shots few times. And these is niggas that's relevant and put their work in Buffalo.
Yeah.
The Guaji boys.
Yeah.
They put everybody, and that's how the town got to do it here.
Got to do it, man.
Get every fucking body. Everybody that's relevant should be in a movie if we shoot a movie.
That's a fact.
The soundtrack was great.
Yeah.
I ain't hear the soundtrack.
Soundtrack.
They got Lloyd Banks and all that on there.
Okay.
But we know that's just pull at that point.
Soundtrack
That's all
was
pull.
crazy.
That's the Griselda boys working.
Better be in the Niagara Falls.
Listen, like, we gotta put that together. I don't even want to. I always
Yo,
tell people
I'm writing up now. Watch, man. That's a fact. I'm writing up.
Yeah, we need
Word.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Stretch. Like after a long day, because I'm into movies and stuff like that. So like, if you had a choice to pick one movie that you had to watch for the rest of your life, what movie would that be?
Godfather.
You pick out
Which one?
You said one.
I said two.
One or two.
I
One or
said
two.
two.
Because two, it was so many jewels in two.
I never watched it.
You never watched it?
It's a shame on me. I
You
know
gotta
that.
watch.
I gotta shake your hand on that.
You never watched it.
No,
Dude,
it's
you
so
gotta
many.
watch.
Age, man. It's generation.
It's so many
Let's
jewels.
leave that for
man.
them.
Like,
Yeah.
it's, like
Belly.
Fredo and like
Fredo, you learn something every time you watch it.
Whenever it's on TV, I stop what I'm doing
So watch it.
and watch it. And I ain't watched it a whole bunch of times already, but
You learn
you
something.
learn. Like you, it's like that's one movie. But other than that, it would be like Harlem Nights or something.
Nice, shout out to Harlem Nights.
Something comical. Like,
Yo, I definitely gotta start doing that though, because like a nigga said, when you watch or read something, it should be consuming knowledge. So
Yeah.
Godfather's like that. I need to watch
Yeah,
it
it's
instead of watching Superbad. Watching this goofy shit because I've been rolling up on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Smoking 8.5.
Yeah, I mean, Godfather's is a great 1 and 2. Just the scores and all that was dope on it too.
I suggest everyone, watch it. It's teach you a lot.
I gotta watch that shit now, man.
I'm
My
not
son
watching
Horse
it.
big.
If you watch it, then I'll watch it. Tell me after.
Pop up talking some Godfather shit.
I know. I wonder if he expected somebody to finally get that. He got that vibe.
He didn't.
No, you
man.
set him up. You said, "Your horse, you finally got somebody." He said, "Oh, hold on, I got something. Wait, I got something."
They be destroying me on the shit I like. I was gonna bring my Derek Coleman on Bobby.
Derek Coleman, I told.
Oh, Syracuse?
I said, "You fuck with this nigga like."
Fuck with DC.
Yeah. See, look, he respected it.
Yo, but listen,
Yeah, he-
Derek Coleman
Yeah.
is top 2.
Derek Coleman?
It's Jordan and then it's Derek Coleman.
No, but keeping it a beat, like when they was playing, that was my favorite college. They had Ronnie Cycli,
Exactly.
Douglas,
Billy
Thompson,
Owens.
Yeah.
Talk to him, Stretch.
Yeah.
Talk to him,
That was
bro.
my team back then.
Talk to him.
Yeah.
They was looking at me crazy.
Yeah, they linked up. Fuck it.
So,
Yo, scoot over closer to me, nigga. You're on my side,
oh,
nigga.
man,
These niggas teaming up and shit.
No, that was my team back then.
Speak to him, like.
Yo, that was my.
Oh
That's
my
fire.
god.
No, that's fire though.
See?
That's fire.
Yeah, Syracuse, man.
What else, man? Get your shit out. What else? We gotta get
My
something
son
else
not as
off.
weird as I thought, man. Yeah, man.
Right.
Nah, that's
I'm weird. I'm really weird. But my bat, when it comes to basketball, I'm normal.
Yeah. Love hooping.
Kobe.
Yeah, love hooping.
Yeah, Kobe. Rest
Yeah.
in peace, Kobe.
That's
Yeah,
the-
that's
We
a
still ain't
fact.
recovered from that, man.
Right, we can't.
That shit kicked the whole 2020 off. That happened, and then it was like, ah,
Yes, man.
goodbye.
I didn't think it was possible, and I loved my daughter a little more, man. After I loved my daughters more after that, it was just like
Sit in the bed and
Yeah,
just
you
punch-
had to. It
punch my
was
daughter
all
in the
right.
stomach.
that's the part I can't imagine.
I love you.
Could sacrifice my life. Like somebody about to like say, "Yo, I'm shooting you or your daughter. All right, give me that bullet."
Right.
I could take that chance and let her go,
Let her go.
but to not be able to let her go is like that's the scary part. Or-
We all got daughters.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But, yeah, we all got daughters.
That's a fact.
Yo, I mean that's good, man. You bring me right into my shit. So it's like you're a proud dad, my nigga.
Yeah,
You know
proud
what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You take a lot of pride in that shit. That shit is definitely like
Yeah.
just hit your daughter up for some Crocs too, man.
Yeah. Yo, yeah, she told me.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, she blessed me. Don't take too much time.
Nah,
She did it, and she started. It became overwhelming. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta be patient.
yeah.
Like, you know,
They don't understand. They be thinking like,
she
"I'll
thought
get
it
a couple
was so
orders."
simple. Yeah, it's like, nah, you gotta do the work.
fuck around, get 100 orders.
Yeah.
Now you sitting there
Yeah.
like, yeah, this shit got real.
Got real.
Right.
She at home making the cracks right now.
I
can't
can take a
wait
time
to
of
be
mine,
Get to
man.
it, man.
I
Where-
can't wait to be that busy.
I seen
No,
her doing
no,
it. I'm like,
no.
let me hit her up personally and let her know, like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta support that.
Yeah.
Yo, how you balance that shit though? Like,
It was important, yeah, because for me,
but she's like school wise too. She
oh yeah, school, yeah, just her
she
senior
excel
year.
in school,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, she does. That's why I let her live a little bit.
Right.
But, this her senior year. It's kind of easy now because they doing remote learning.
Yeah.
They're not actually in the classroom. So
They smart like that. They breezing through
It's
it.
because these teachers can't sit down and keep going to Florida.
yeah,
break their games.
yeah. So so it just besides work, when she on her off time, she kept saying, "I want to get into business. What do you like to do?"
Right,
So she had a million different things. I said, "What do you really like to do?"
right.
And so he came up with this crack thing, all right, well, let's do it. Let's see what happens for you, man. So far, she like it. We'll see how it.
See, I didn't ask my daughter that question, like, no, what do you really want to do?
Yeah.
I kept buying the dumb shit that she thought she wanted to do.
Now I did that too, though.
We
But
was buying this baking shit. Why you thinking about to be a baker at 10? She was done with that shit like 10 and a half.
yeah, and they be done with it.
And dropped a couple thousand on some baking shit.
When you started spending, I'm like, all right, you know what? I ain't spending. Like, what do you really want to do?
Really want to do that.
That's when you go.
Well, so
put
what
some money
age?
in.
Because you might help me. What age was she when she...
Well, it took it. She didn't know what she really wanted to do until probably this past summer.
Right. She
Because
was
she was always something
16?
different. Yeah, yep.
16?
She's 16, but turned to 17 because she turned
Okay.
18 this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Oh, at the time, she was
at the
16,
time,
right.
16, yeah.
Right.
But at one point it was I want to be WNBA, and it was this, and it was that,
Right.
So I was like, what do you want? I want to go into business. Okay.
But that hooping is in your blood.
Yeah, she liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the hoop too.
She didn't like
Yeah.
She didn't like the running and all that, but yeah, she kind of fell back off of that. But she liked the hoop.
Yeah.
Was the remote learning very different to her, or she was able to excel, or she rather be back in school?
No, she was bored. It was
Okay.
bored for her. So she actually one of the kids who decided to go back to school.
Okay.
Like her school was like maybe like 50 kids in the whole school right now because most of them they gave them an option to.
Right.
So I'm like, you sure you want to do that? So I was like, all right. She said, it's my senior year. I want to know what it feel like to be in school my senior year. So
Yeah.
I respect that. So she gone, but now she's like, Dad, ain't nobody in the classrooms. So yeah, so
Damn.
but that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like
I couldn't
unfortunately.
imagine that.
Yeah, your senior year, like
Like going to school, it's like 2 kids in a
yeah.
class every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's got to be different for kids. That's why I asked. 'Cause, I mean, you see
I would
different-
leave.
Yeah.
Because I would feel retarded. I would feel,
yeah. And after she said she
no
don't want to leave,
disrespect.
she
I
don't want to
would
leave.
feel like I'm in the
Yeah.
option class.
Yeah, and that's what it is. And then in the cafeteria they got little plastic over each. Like they got desks in the cafeteria.
You eating around like
Yeah.
plastic.
You eating around plastic like you know.
Yeah. Like a little higher side
Yeah,
table.
I'm like, man, this is crazy. I'm like, the food, it's different, man. It's
Culture
different.
shock, like they said, that's a culture shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it took them kids a long time to adjust it. You know what I'm saying? Like to adjust to they used to do it a certain way, and then all of a sudden you take that away from them.
I think the kids like in the 9th and the 8th to going into the 9th grade, I think they had it hard with this lockdown because you waited to go to high school from since you was like kindergarten. So I think they had to.
Really, man, 9th grade is a scary moment for a lot of kids, man. 9th grade is scary.
That's what I'm saying. Like not to go to not just.
So it's better that they don't gotta go that freshman year because 9th grade is scary. It's just that transition. And you know, it's like the older kid. You always hear these senior stories.
Yeah,
like I'm glad I had like I had cousins and shit in 11th grade.
Ready for
Nigga, I had nothing but cousins in high school. And I'm 5'3". I talk shit. I live in the last one from Unity Park. Nigga, what's up? We had the whole high school, the gym closed because there's bubbles on the court. You can't the pool. Yo, son, niggas stole my money, man.
It was whatever. Like,
you was in high school?
Man, dude, my freshman year I was there, man. The last year was open, son. The nigga was living in the fucking in the ceiling, bro. Some nigga was
Sean King.
No, Kennedy.
No, it was,
Kennedy. Yeah, man, yo, son.
Classic stories in that book.
Yeah,
bro. He waited till school closed and he was up in the ceiling.
I was a victim. Nigga stole my bread, son. I promise you.
That's a throwback.
Crazy,
wow.
Son.
You know
garbage
you
pails in the
there.
hallway, son. The shit was leaking in the fucking
whole floor collapsed.
Yo, bro. Oh my God.
Used to rain in the school.
Yeah, you had the buckets like
East Side High, nigga. East Side High from Lean On Me.
Yes.
Wow.
That's what that is.
Yes.
In real life.
Yes.
Real Welcome to the Jungle, the theme song. When you walk into that building, Welcome to the Jungle start playing.
Shout out my nigga Terrence Kelly, man, my older cousin, man. He was cool with all of the bullies, so I was good.
Matter of fact, I gotta say, rest in peace, Shalom. He had one of the best fights I ever seen.
Shalom. Wow, man.
Oh my God.
Best up, Shalom, man.
He slammed, I ain't gonna say the name, but he just slammed him like in his neck, just like his bumps from off the floor. I went, oh my God. That was
aggressive dude.
Aggressive, man. Everything he did was aggressive.
Like this, like, yo, that nigga clap aggressive. Like, yo, we about to go over here. Like, yo, Shalom, man. Aggressive. That was my family, man. We got into it over $5. That nigga was he don't play about his money. I tell you that.
I come from
Where I love Shalom though, man.
We come from a small city and shit, but I feel like the fact that we come from such a small city with so much shit you could get lost in is like crazy to the mind. Like I feel like I'm glad that I was born here. I'm glad I grew up.
Or tragic moments though, like yo, cause like Shalom died, when Josh died, and like, come on, man, that's my cousin, and then my best friend, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the downside to this city. Because it's like, this side of the family mad at this side of the family. If they see me over here, I can't grieve for this side because this side mad. Like, because shit happened and people so close. It's just unheard of type shit.
That build character for you, for the outside world. Like,
oh, it did.
You know what I mean?
It did. I was easily able to adapt anywhere I went because of the lifestyle I lived.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's crazy. I remember that night like it was yesterday, man. That's the crazy.
And I didn't go out. And I think like I still, because I always put myself like knowing them how I did.
Yeah, you could have.
Right.
Yeah.
Shalom was literally giving me half a pound of weed at the time. Like coming through, here, little dude, here, I'll be back on Thursday. Like just moving in and out fast as fuck. You don't say nothing about here, dirty, take this, I'll be back, leave. Sell it. I'm like, oh, this nigga tripping. Josh is literally over my house every day.
Right.
We had a video with these niggas together 2 days before it happened.
Crazy.
You know, we don't say no names or nothing, but you know, it happened over somebody else.
Right.
Like that's how it
It's always
go.
be that shit like that.
Right.
Rest in peace, both of them.
Yeah, but yo, so how you move around? It's easier now with your daughter being older, so now.
Yeah. It's,
right.
COVID
ain't really stopped too much. You still get to be able to be a thing.
Yeah. I'm masked up though.
Yeah.
Making sure.
Staying
especially
safe.
Flights. Gloved up, masked up.
Yeah, like flying. You
listen, like,
come on now.
What is it, about 2-3 years?
Yeah.
The first time I caught a plane, I was like 3 years ago. Now, like,
I might have been on one of them first early.
It was one of
your first early flights, man.
Yeah.
What's the second home?
It'd be between Charlotte and Atlanta.
That's fire.
Yeah,
Super major.
My niggas live in Charlotte. Shout out my man Rod. You know who you is, nigga.
It's about transitioning soon anyway.
Yeah.
So, we talked about that because Atlanta's a big move.
And I just actually locked in. I haven't bought no furniture yet.
Yeah.
But I just locked in Atlanta. But it's just, just where you gotta be.
You gotta be.
You know
My
what
man
I'm saying?
Ponzo moving out there Thursday.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Right.
Yeah, it just,
I'm like, that's even better for me. I got
Yeah.
kids there too,
Right,
nigga.
right.
I got bad reasons to be there. So pretty
You ain't gotta
soon,
fly neither. You could just drive down
yeah, that's once I get me a little spot, buy me a little car, I'm gonna leave it there, a little bucket I can get around
get
in.
around there, yeah.
And then, nigga, once I get my Airbnb popping this over, I'm moving. Fuck you talking about? You got a plan, nigga. You moving too? Fuck you talking about? You gotta tell the, you gotta tell the
there.
wife.
Motherfucker, yeah, nah,
Or
the
say you
kids-
going back home, baby. Going back to Atlanta,
Yeah,
baby.
nigga.
Spent 13 years there. We're going back to the
Shout out
nigga.
Hip Hop Weekly, man.
Yeah,
We out of here.
And all that, man. So we, it's gonna be
Different everyday action.
Yeah, every day.
Word. You ain't gonna know what you want to do. You want to be a podcaster, a rapper, a producer.
Man.
You don't know what you want to do. You ain't gonna know what you want to do, my nigga.
Whatever, take off first.
I'm doing all that shit.
Everything.
Yeah.
I'm doing all that shit, nigga. I'm gonna be the first nigga to host a podcast at my show
That's just
in the garden.
Gotta be dope.
So, Stretch, you into sports?
We just hook up at half court.
Half court.
So, like,
This table right here.
Straight up.
so like, you watch football and shit like that, like
Yeah, only when the Bills play.
only when the
Okay.
Bills play.
Okay.
So how did
Diehard Bills
so
fan.
how did you feel about the last?
Mad love to the
last-
fucking Bills
The
this
last
year.
game.
I think they should have ran more.
Coaching was.
I think the coach. I think they got out coached for one.
I stretched they ain't stood a chance.
Yeah.
I wanted Buffalo to win, but when they got that game, KC is just
I think they.
juggernauts.
I think they had to keep KC off the field. The only way they could have did that was more running, like trying to
Right.
kill the clock. But you know, with running, you got to score points. You can't go out there and kick field goals. You know what I'm saying? You
I
got.
think even Josh Allen should have probably ran a little
When the,
more.
Yeah, he
when the,
should've- yeah.
when the
Yeah.
offense don't punt one time, you're not gonna win.
You're not going. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, right?
You're not. You're
Right,
not
right.
gonna win the game.
Yeah, like two niggas going over 200
Yeah.
yards.
The niggas either got 7 or 3 every
So, yeah.
possession.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, and they can. You know, you can't go touchdown field goal. You know, it's not with them.
Nah.
You gotta go. You gotta get.
Right.
Every time you gotta get touchdown.
Right.
I think Brady gonna do it though. I think Brady about to get his last.
Yeah,
Super
it seems
Bowl.
like it's ready for him to
Yeah, I
pull
think
that
so.
out, man.
Yeah,
I don't want it to because I'm a Bill. I can't
I
stand
think
Brady,
it's gonna happen.
but I think that's what it's
Destined is
Yeah,
destined.
it's destined.
Sometimes
man.
you can't
Yeah,
stop
You gotta
shit.
get it, man. That
Mahomes
man-
got mad years
Yeah.
to do this shit.
You gotta
This
give him
Brady,
props.
he got there,
Yeah.
so let's give it to him.
Either way, it solidified both of them. If Mahomes get to beat Brady, his greatness getting beat by the young up and coming star,
Yeah.
or if it's the old man putting the young nigga in his spot.
But if Mahomes win, it changed the whole outlook of the NFL.
Did you watch the game?
No,
You
no.
watched the game? You
No.
watched the Brady and
I
the
just
Green Bay
think
game?
Yeah, watch that.
Because he gonna run NFL whether he wins.
No, I'm just saying I think it'll change the whole outlook of the NFL when it comes to like the black quarterback
Quarterbacks.
situation. I think with him winning 2 titles and being the face, it won't be, oh, you're gonna play receiver when you come in the league.
Still won't be the face.
I
He'll be the face of his
No,
franchise.
I'm just saying, but I know.
He won't be the face of the NFL.
Yeah,
But
It's going to be a white guy.
But I know.
NFL different.
I would say that's true if that was Lamar Jackson there,
Right.
not
right.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
just- yeah.
I see your point.
It's just gotta look more like a nigga. That nigga look like a Hawaiian little kid or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn, dirty.
I'm just saying though.
He
Like,
look like
I've met a
Mahomes.
lot of people in the music. They like, yo, son, you marketable, son. Like some of the first shit they'll say to me. Because it's like, yo, nigga, you could throw your fucking face anywhere, nigga. Like, you're a light-skinned little nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that ass.
right. People look at it like
They
that.
pay
Yeah.
attention to that kind of
That's why bitches get their body done, because that big ass look mad different when she walking in the club or when she's stripping. You know what? Her value go like this, to the roof, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's an asset.
For the time being.
But you see a nigga like Lamar Jackson, like he still got the 40 on him or something on the Wheaties box. Shit go like crazy, my nigga. You gonna get it though. But yeah, I think it's written for Brady though.
Yeah,
Too.
look how Brady go get this.
I don't care if it go either way. I would have loved to see the Bills versus Brady though.
Y'all
And-
going down? Y'all going down?
Where I know my
Tampa?
people going to Orlando, man. Damn, the niggas said they gonna go out that way.
Yeah.
There's gonna be action down there. You going?
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh, of course. You
Going
going
down there, huh? That's
I
fire.
gotta go network, man. I might gotta grab some t-shirts from you, son.
Yeah, that's a fact, man.
Word.
No Gimmick podcast down there representing.
I gotta go network.
Come on, man. At least 1 or 2, man. Like,
I
what's
told
this?
y'all, man, it's gonna be the move. This is gonna be the best way to
Come on,
do it.
man.
We gotta travel,
Yeah.
move around, pop up in Atlanta. Yo,
Yeah.
give me some young artists.
Yeah, and they coming.
Right,
Yeah, and they coming.
that's a fact. Yo, where you think the state of hip hop is, man? Before we get up out of here, 2021, man.
Is it good or is it bad? Or is it even kill in between?
I like it because it's giving opportunities for one. That's the main thing I like, and it's different lanes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the politics in it.
Right.
Because it put one lane over the other, but the fact that it's so many different lanes and so many different styles,
genres
within genres. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like when the old heads talk about the young kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when the young kids talk about, because it's something for everybody there.
Right.
Everybody play a position. I think it pan out the way it's supposed to. I think and corporate. I like the whole fact that the ownership too. Like, people owning their content and stuff now, like a lot more than it was before. I think people get hit to that.
The knowledge has
grown.
grown.
Of it, yeah. You really don't need these big labels. The way people used to think you needed.
Well, you got slave back then.
Yeah. So.
And that's real shit right there. That's a fact.
People using. So that's one thing I like about social media. It gave artists opportunity to promote and market themselves. From before you be sent on a label, and they might shelf you because they don't know what to do with you. You just sitting there and you like, man, I can market myself. You know what I'm saying?
Turn into a writer or some shit. Some
labels
and big labels will fuck you up, fuck your career.
Yep.
They had a lot of artists stuck there to get out of deals.
Get out and shit.
I think Waka Flocka is in a bad situation now, or he said he's waiting. That's why he didn't release no music. That's in the interview he was talking about. The labels will fuck you up.
You know what the industry did though, man, to try to wisen up from people, refrain it from so many. It was the bodies, I feel like, from labels that was fucking, you know what I mean, and the deals. But like, you got bad people in on something you did. You got bad people getting paid off something.
Oh yeah.
They just put the power now on one person. Here, you gonna be the label, so it don't seem like it's a label, but niggas still really sign the labels.
Yeah,
but it's like independent deals though. Niggas be having these label deals,
but it's
though.
like weird now. It's like they doing it in a clever way to where it
I know
don't.
what you mean.
Yeah, but
it's like the Chance the Rapper situation was like that.
Yeah,
he was claiming independent, and then it was like, oh wait, hold on, he actually has a major behind him.
Right.
Because that person that might have signed him got that label behind him.
Yeah, it's a affiliation.
It's you gotta
Or
know
just
how
disguising
you
it.
approach it too. Like, as an artist, like, you gotta know your work. Like, you grinding and you indie, like, you got the power. Like, you don't. If you come in on a joint venture or like however, like, it's the ball is going your court. But if you are a regular artist and they be like, yo, we about to give you a label, you don't got no buzz, no nothing, then you know it's some bullshit behind it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know, like,
Right.
what you bringing absolutely nothing to the table.
Right.
To make them want to give you this
The joint venture could backfire because once you pop, you want a major deal, but you still got ties to these little
Don't be in
small
situations
joints.
where they be where they turn the motherfuckers into what they want you to be in. You know what I'm saying? When shit like that happen.
Or that's just like this little label taking a chance. It's like these ball players, like we was talking about, got bread. They started these little labels. Like, oh, all right, this little chick hot, this dude hot, let's sign them.
Right.
And then they fuck around and still be under these labels and go out there and grind even harder without the label, blow up, but you still
signed in.
Contract wise, you still own these little smaller labels. Now you gotta.
And they be on.
Now you
like,
on some bullshit.
I get calls like, I might do something. Well, we might do something with Atlantic. I don't know yet, but they're called like who hot, Atlantic, who hot, because the A&Rs ain't really doing what they supposed to be doing. So they reach out to the blogs like, who, and I'm like, I ain't about to tell y'all who hot. What y'all bring to the table? Y'all want to give us something? Y'all want to give us a joint venture, a real joint venture where we come to y'all, or if we bring an artist to y'all, we get a percentage of what up. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Like when you put yourself in positions, you gotta capitalize off of them. But you in control of that situation. Like, don't call me talking about who I ain't about to do that job for y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta like let's work something out. You know
That's why the talker is the weak person, because if you catch a nigga that can tell you some free information, all you gotta do is ask a question.
Man, listen.
I gotta learn that. I gotta start keeping my game to my motherfucker.
Nigga go and buy some drugs like, yo, he ain't got no licks.
Right.
Yo, who smoke?
Right. And then you fuck around, sell the weed.
Yeah. Nah, you fish out of water.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So it's the same mentality. I ain't gonna do it for you.
That's a fact.
The Hip Hop Weekly about to play a big part in 2021.
We setting the foundation, man. It's gonna be crazy. Like I said, films, the label, it's go time. It'll get there. It's a slow process, but it's a short process.
Right.
So we'll be sitting. You say pretty nice.
No doubt, man. Yo, we appreciate you coming through, man.
Sir.
You already know, man. It's stretch_716
Stretch_716.
at official Hip Hop Weekly Radio
Yep.
at Hip Hop Weekly Magazine. I should know that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Word, I'll do the plugs this time. Word, yo, this is the No Gimmicks podcast, man. We appreciate you coming, man. I got my co-host Plus 3K with me. I
Fire.
got my co-host Jorge the Sun Guy with me.
Peace.
Dirty Yo. Shout out to Hip Hop Weekly Radio. Let's go.
No gimmicks in our lifestyle. No gimmicks in our lifestyle. No gimmicks in our lifestyle. Everything we